Hey everyone! Tonight we're comparing the Psionics Aurora Pro and the Akaso Seamore 200.
Oh, night vision face-off. Love it. So, Akaso Seamore 200 versus Psionics Aurora. My bet? Psionics wins on raw performance, better low-light sensitivity, true color in moonless dark, and that black silicone tech makes everything pop without needing much IR. It's pricier, but if you're spotting Bigfoot in pitch black, it'll see farther and clearer. Akaso's no slouch though. Super affordable. AI-boosted full color mode, and those goggles are comfy for long hauls. In storm tests or decent ambient light, it holds up surprisingly well. Might even look brighter in some scenes thanks to the processing. But honestly, Psionics pulls ahead in real darkness. Akaso's your bang for buck champ.
The Akaso 200 versus the Psionics Aurora Pro. Head to head. And we're here on Harstine Island to see if it can help us find Bigfoot. Coming up next on Encounters USA. Hello everyone, welcome to a very special Encounters USA. Today we are out on Harstine Island. We are doing some Bigfoot research. In fact, we've just gone and picked up some trail cameras. And while we're out here, I want to do a follow-up test of this Akaso versus the Psionics Aurora Pro. If you've seen the first test I did it actually at Ocean Shores. And there was hurricane force winds that night, so it wasn't a very good test. And so tonight I want to do something, or hopefully be able to do something that I wasn't able to do with the Psionics last time, and that was to actually connect it to a Wi-Fi. So right now I am going to take a few minutes and I'm going to go ahead and hook up the illuminator to the Aurora Pro, and I will come back and we're going to do the first test where we hook it up and then we check it out on the Wi-Fi, because I want to show you that you can actually place your camera and then just monitor it through a Wi-Fi. And I was able to do it with the Akaso the last time, but not with the Psionics Aurora Pro. So I'm going to come right back and we will have these things together, and then we'll start running through our tests. All right, well, after some pretty elaborate assembly, I have put the illuminator onto the Psionics Aurora Pro. And just very quickly, I want to say that if you're doing a comparison of which is easier, I mean, basically you just take this thing out of the box, you press the right button, and you're ready to go. But with the Aurora Pro, now if you're dealing with no light conditions, you actually have to use the illuminator or you're really going to get nothing. And your visibility, the depth, the length of your visibility is going to be 30, 40 yards, maybe up to 50 yards, not going to be great. So we're going to test that with the Akaso. But I just want to tell you that for the sake of convenience or whatever, the Akaso is basically ready to go right out of the box. This requires assembly. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a quick shot. As you can see, this is a well-lit area, but that's going to change right away. So I'm just going to turn off the lights, and I'm going to do a comparison shot. Then I'm going to turn the lights back on, and we're going to hook it up to the Wi-Fi and see how well the Wi-Fi works with either one. So I hope you'll bear with me, and now let's shut off the lights. All right, so we've had a heck of a time here for the last few minutes. I don't think my illuminator is working at all. But so anyway, so here's some lights in the distance, and I'm going to try another battery on my illuminator. So let me just shut this off. We'll give it another try. All right. Now I want to show you a comparison with the just the Psionics Aurora Pro, and these are things. This is the bench. It's not even a foot away from me, and so that's the bench. Now let's see it with the illuminator. Oh, well, now that's a whole different story right there, isn't it? So that's something that's pretty cool. So with the illuminator, the Aurora Pro works, and there's my truck over there. And we will do a comparison with the Akaso, but that's it. That's the Psionics Aurora Pro with the illuminator. That's what it does, and I just want you to see that, beyond, I think that sign that you're looking at, probably a few, 50, maybe 40 yards. That fence is 40, 50 yards away, if even that far. So it's not too far, but you can't see it. But if you turn this illuminator off, well, you're really just seeing it through the ambient line of a light over on the right. So that's it. So let's look at the Akaso now. Okay, so this is the Akaso Seamore. This is doing, and that's pretty much in the dark right there. So that's what you're seeing. So that's the Akaso. And let's go ahead and take a look at my truck. This is on 1 magnification, and there's my truck, and we'll do a comparison with the Akaso. But over on the left there's a little bit of light, and that really gets magnified in this thing. So I really want to take this to where there's no light at all and do a final comparison. But before we do that, let's see if we can't get these things connected to the Wi-Fi. But let's get a little short, closer view. Now you remember what this table looked like. So this is this has a very, it's zoomed out or zoomed in, whatever, on just a magnification of 1. And I hear something strange, so I need to start recording, I guess. I'm going to look for Bigfoot, but so the next thing we want to do is we want to check the Wi-Fi setup. Now the last time the Akaso worked no problem, so this time we are going to go into the Sionics first and see if we can't get it to hook up to the Wi-Fi. All right, so this is not working right now, so I'm going to say, okay, so we're still trying to hook up the Wi-Fi, but we've made some progress. There's our Wi-Fi there. And the connection is established. So what I do now is I find our app. All right, now at some point in time, I really hope this is going to get easier, but right now, anyway, we are making some progress, and so I just want you to see if you can on the iPad here. So here's my Sionics, and there's my thing, and here's my live camera. Okay, there it is. We did it. All right, so now if I want to record, then see the picture there? So all I do is I hit record, and for some reason it's on camera. So now I am recording. And as you can see, that's not a bad setup, but let's go ahead and turn off that light because that's kind of cheating. So we finally did it with the Aurora Pro. We hooked it up to the Wi-Fi, so things are looking good. Now let's turn off the light. So without light, this is what we're looking at. So that's that, and if we turn on our so that's the bathroom and all that, but I've just turned on our, or have I turned it on or off? I've got my illuminator on. There it is. Illuminator on. So see that? So that is the Psionics Aurora Pro that is connected to Wi-Fi. And for the first time, we can see that would be, we could put our camera up and then just monitor it. If we have Wi-Fi, we can monitor that on our iPad. Now that we've had so much success with our Psionics Aurora Pro, let's go ahead and try to do the same thing with our Akaso. So it's been a while since I've done this, so I'm going to take a second to get this thing set up. All right, I finally had success with the Akaso. It took some time to get the Wi-Fi hooked up, and this is just something that you'll have to get used to. So this is the Akaso, and I'm going to go on video and record. And so now we'll do a quick record, and I am just recording around the campsite, going back to the truck. And I don't know what you're seeing there. I'm coming back around to the table and then back over to the fence. Got some light over here, but that does not look anywhere as good as the Sionics. We are out on Bigfoot patrol now, and one thing that we have to be careful of while we're out on Bigfoot patrol is we have to be careful that we don't bother the local residents, because if we do, they might not want us back here looking for Bigfoot. So right now we're going to go down to the other state park, and we're going to take a hike. I think it goes down to the beach, and we're going to take a hike down. We're going to test out our night vision gear and see if we can't do some Bigfoot call blasting and get the big guy out to say hello. So that's the plan for the next few hours, and we'll see how things go. We'll pick it up down at the state park. Alright, so we're out on Bigfoot patrol right now, and we're down at Gerald Cove, or no, we're at Harstine Island State Park, and my camera battery just died, of course, so we only have our night vision stuff to go on. So right now we're looking at a full moon, or a half a moon, and it's pretty cool. But I'm just going to go and see where this trail goes, and then I just want you to see the comparison of the Aurora Pro versus the Akaso Seamore 200. Okay, so there's with our illuminator, and that's without. So there's that. Alright, so here's your comparison with the Akaso, and we are under about a half of a moonlit night, standing in the middle of the forest, and I tell you, I really, if we were looking for something, I would prefer having my FLIR, because at least I could tell if anything warm-blooded was coming up on me. But I can't see anything with this. So that's your Akaso 200, and that's your comparison with the Psionics Aurora Pro. And wouldn't that be great if something just came out of nowhere and but may not. So all right, well, let's go down the trail, and I think this goes to the beach. Let's see if we can get to the beach. Well, it is morning now, and we are getting ready to go ahead and pack up. We just want to have a little conversation with our AI assistant and find out what happened last night when we were out testing the Akaso and the Sionics. So, Valerie, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Still a little foggy from last night. So, what happened? We were out there with the Akaso and Sionics, right?
Well, what I found was that you were actually right.
Akaso Seamore 200 versus Psionics Aurora. My bet? Psionics wins on raw performance, better low light sensitivity, true color in moonless dark, and that black silicon tech makes everything pop without needing much IR. It's pricier, but if you're spotting Bigfoot in pitch black, it'll see farther and clearer. Akaso's no slouch though. Super affordable, AI boosted full color mode, and those goggles are comfy for long hauls. In storm tests or decent ambient light, it holds up surprisingly well. Might even look brighter in some scenes thanks to the processing. But honestly, Psionics pulls ahead in real darkness.
At first, I was initially impressed with the Akaso when we tested it at Ocean Shores, but it really did not seem to do as well as the Psionics. And so I was surprised because the first test I did, the Psionics didn't seem to do so well. But what was really impressive was I finally got both of them to connect to the Wi-Fi, which I was able to show that you can connect to a Wi-Fi, put your camera somewhere, and then monitor it remotely from the Wi-Fi, which is pretty cool, and also record right from your device and not have to go back and forth to the camera. So that was really cool, and I got both of them to work. So it's up to people to decide whether or not they like the Akaso or the Psionics. And as you say, Valerie, the Akaso is kind of cheap. It's a little less expensive. And the Psionics is up there. And it's just something that you're going to have to make a decision about. Remember, if you're on Harstine Island or you're out looking for alien, Bigfoot, and Dogman, always
Watch your back.